Hey guys, so today we're going to take you through the entire ceramic coating process of this 2022 Ford Bronco. We're going to speed things up, try to get all the information in there, so sit back and I hope you enjoy. Here in the very beginning, we're going to go ahead and take paint measurements. This makes sure that there's plenty of clear coat for us to work with. Now we're going to go around and inspect the entire vehicle, lights on, lights off. We're also going to finish taping up some of these pieces up in the front, and this is here we're doing a test spot just to make sure everything looks good. Now that that test spot turned out to be okay, we're going to go ahead and keep walking through the entire polishing process. We're going to start with the hood, work every little detail and angle, go on to the other side, and we're going to keep going through and polishing all this stuff up. As you'll notice, sometimes we go ahead and stop and what we're doing is we're cleaning the polish residue off of the pad to make sure that we're getting a good quality cut. You'll also see sometimes throughout this that we kind of tape as we go sometimes. Because, you know, initially we may think that we may be okay as far as clearance goes, but then we may take a double look at it and go, let's just throw some tape on there anyways. So, as you can see, we're working small sections, working from front to back. We're going to wrap ourselves all the way around the back side of the vehicle here shortly. Each time in between every couple passes, we go ahead and clean the polish pad off, which is what you see me doing here. We went ahead and switched to a new pad to let that one dry out. Now, in order to get this under 5 minutes, we kind of gave you a brief idea of what we're doing. As far as polishing wise, you know, we're going to keep continuing this process as we wrap around the entire vehicle. But we're going to go ahead and cut a big portion of that out. As you can see here, we're going through and we're wiping off the excess polish residue. We're going to keep working all the way around. After this step, we're going to do what's called our prep wipe. That's where we're going to use a specialized cleaner to remove any oils, things like that off of any of the surfaces to make sure they're ready for the coating. What you can see here is we're actually starting to coat the wheels. Do this first before we move it over to the other side, and then we'll proceed to coat the paintwork and everything else. So we've already done our prep, which you can see our prep wipe sitting up there by that front tire. We went around and did the prep wipe on all 4 wheels. Now we're going through and coating them individually, keeping them checked out and making sure there's no high spots. Now once we're done coating this final wheel, we're going to go ahead and put what are called wheel covers on there, and that's just to make sure that we don't get anything, especially like our prep wipe or anything, on those wheels while they're curing. So once I'm done with this one, you'll see I'll go ahead and put covers on to make sure that nothing affects that coating. Now here, this is what I was talking about. We're going to do our prep wipe. We're going to go through, wipe down every surface that we're going to be coating to make sure that the coating can bond properly to that surface. Once we're done with that prep wipe, we're going to go ahead and start coating. Now this is going to be the first layer of 2. I'm only going to show you guys the first layer being applied, but then after we're done with this first layer, we go through and we apply a second layer. Now as you'll see, we're only coating the paint right now. We'll go through, because each substrate has a different coating, so we're going to coat the paint with one coating, then we're going to go through and we're going to do the trim with another coating, and the glass, we're going to use a different coating for that as well. This is where we start with our trim coating. We'll do all the plastic trims, including the rooftop, the grill, everything with that. And then here you'll see our finished product after everything's done.